My dreams for community information here is that we have a more informed citizenry on all fronts. I would also like to see where people are connected to information that's useful to them.
For Jennifer Dolan, community information is critical. In fact, Jennifer has been part of the journey since the beginning, starting with a survey implemented through our summer youth program. Here's her take as a community member from a grassroots level.
As I read through the questions, I'm like, oh, this is very interesting. You know, it was always in the back of my mind ever since taking that survey. Something big is going to come of this.
Our next step was to invite residents to a community forum presented by MIT Center for Civic Media and Incourage.
I remember just being excited, and I first went there on my own, and I remember as we took a break, I called Will and I said, you have to be here. You have to be here. We're shaping the history of information in this area.
MIT researcher Jeff Warren showed us a different way of looking at our community and telling its story.
I attended the MIT geomapping session, and what a great, unique take on it. Taking those overhead shots and including yourselves in it, I think, is a big part. Owning that story of your community.
Our partners at MIT taught us that experimentation is needed and that failure is okay.
I hope the camera was on.
Is it on?
Well, I mean, it's on, but I don't know if it's still taking pictures. It is. It was taking pictures the whole time.
To develop grassroots solutions for bridging the digital divide, complete strangers came together in focus groups to share their thoughts and ideas.
Well, I have to say that the stuff that came out of the community focus groups, the suggestions, I mean, there's such creativity in this community, and the things that were thought of, some of those ideas about the electronic signage were very good, about maybe bridging that divide a little bit better.
Often focus group participants wonder what's next. We invited participants and organizations to a dinner and empowered them to allocate grant dollars to address issues they had identified.
Right now, with the job loss that we've experienced in this community, bridging the digital divide is more important than ever. So I think so many of the projects that came out of that, expanding access at local libraries, expanding NIXL, talking about how we allocate funds for offering these free classes to people so that they feel more comfortable when they go online.
Now we're taking the next step with the biggest citizen survey in Southwood County history.
My hopes for the survey is that people will respond in great numbers. You've made this outreach by sending this postcard to every household. And I think it's a great time to open up communication with the entire community. I mean, the next big thing for the Wisconsin Rapids area could be the idea of anyone in this community